You ever pull a fresh packaged coffee pod, hit the button, and end up with a lukewarm, weak cup that tastes nothing like the glossy photo on the listing? I've seen that happen so often in offices and co-working spaces that it's become a tiny rite of passage. Someone gets excited about a new machine. The first brew is a disappointment, and the whole team ends up drinking stale office tea instead. That frustration is why I'm taking a deeper look at the BUNN MyCafe MCO single-serve cartridge brewer before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this isn't a home kitchen gadget you keep on a countertop for weekend brunches. BUNN designed the MyCafe MCO with office and small business environments in mind, so the whole experience revolves around volume, speed, and the ability to serve a variety of cup sizes without a line forming at the break room. If you're the kind of person who watches the clock tick down while a colleague fills a travel mug, this machine is built to keep the wait under a minute. The setup is surprisingly straightforward. You mount the unit on a standard 120-volt outlet, hook up the water line, and slide in a single-serve cartridge. The cartridge is a sealed bag that holds the coffee grounds, so there's no mess of loose beans or grinding. The machine's automatic water refill takes the guesswork out of refilling a reservoir. It pulls water from the line whenever the internal tank drops below a certain level. In practice, that means you don't have to stop the morning rush to top off a jug every 30 minutes. The only real installation step that can trip up a new user is making sure the water line is properly secured, but the instructions are clear and the fittings are standard for most office plumbing. What sets this brewer apart from the sea of single-serve options is the touchscreen interface. It lets you select brew size in 0.25-ounce increments from 4 up to 16 ounces. In a real office, that flexibility translates to a few concrete scenarios. A 4-ounce espresso-style shot for the early bird who needs a jolt, an 8-ounce cup for the average worker, and a 12 to 16-ounce big mug for the team lead who drinks coffee like a sport. The screen also stores preset profiles for coffee, tea, or hot water, so you can program a tea button that adjusts the temperature a few degrees lower without having to manually tweak it each time. That kind of customization matters when you have a diverse crew. Some people will actually use the tea setting instead of boiling water on the stove. Now, let's talk about the flip tray. Traditional single-serve machines often have a fixed drip tray that forces you to use a certain cup size, where you end up with coffee spilling over the edge of a tall travel mug. The MyCafe's tray swings up and down, accommodating everything from a petite espresso cup to a 20-ounce insulated bottle. In a busy break room, that means you can keep a stack of different mugs nearby, and the machine adapts without you having to juggle a separate, large cup button. The design is simple, but the practical impact is huge: fewer spills, less cleanup, and a smoother flow of people. From the performance side, the brew time is competitive. A 12-ounce cup comes out in about 45 seconds, which is fast enough to keep a line moving, but still gives the water enough contact time to extract flavor. Because the machine uses a cartridge system, you avoid the grind size variables that can make a regular drip coffee maker inconsistent. The downside is that you're locked into the cartridge format, so you can't switch to your own bulk beans unless you buy a compatible cartridge. For most offices that already have a contract with a coffee supplier, that's fine. But if you love sourcing specialty beans from local roasters, you'll feel a bit boxed in. One hidden trade-off shows up when you think about maintenance. The cartridge system means there's no grind chamber to clean, but the water line and drip tray still need periodic attention. The automatic water refill is great, but if you have hard water, mineral buildup can start to affect flow after a few months. The machine doesn't have a built-in descaling cycle, so you'll need to run a vinegar water rinse manually. In a small business that already has a regular cleaning schedule for kitchen equipment, that's an extra step, but it's manageable. So who should actually buy this? If you run an office of 10 or more people, a co-working space, or a small CAF that wants to offer a quick single-serve option without investing in a full-size espresso bar, the MyCafe MCO hits a sweet spot. Its ability to handle multiple cup sizes, the quick touchscreen programming, and the hands-free water refill make it a real workhorse for places where speed and flexibility matter more than the ability to grind beans on demand. It also works well for businesses that already have a partnership with a coffee cartridge supplier because you can keep a steady flow of fresh pods without ordering loose.